We're in there.
Ooh,
We're in.
All right.
nice. What's up, guys?
Welcome, welcome. How come I only see my face? So what I'm gonna do, we're in there, is we're gonna stop the share.
Ooh,
We're in.
All right.
nice. What's up, guys?
Welcome, welcome. How come I only see my face? Cause what I'm gonna, I gotta mute it. I know what I'm gonna do now. What's up, everybody? We're here to celebrate Kali's new release, Mélange. I got Daryl on here, Daryl
Hey.
Yoki, and Kali, special guest Kali in the
What's up,
house.
guys? How you doing?
We're streaming off Tidal because Tidal supports the artist more than most. But we're
Yes,
gonna play a couple
indeed.
tracks. We want to congratulate him on his release
Well,
over
congrats,
here at
bro.
the collective, and we're here to show you a little bit, ask him a couple questions about, what was he thinking for the release, and then hopefully encourage you all to go to Bandcamp to download the CD, to buy the CD now, because Bandcamp Friday, that's where they give the artist um, uh, uh, most of the proceeds. Is that where Bandcamp doesn't take a cut, Daryl, or am I confusing that
Yeah,
with
it's
wishful
the
thinking?
artist gets 100% of the proceeds today until 12 p.m. Western or Pacific Standard Time, and then 3 a.m. our time. So got plenty of time to get the record.
That's right. Let's do it.
Yeah,
It's the first day
and
out.
help me out.
That's right. Help them pay it back. But it's great
Uh,
because I love Bandcamp. I heard they just had a merger with Epic Games. I don't know what that means because I haven't read about it, but I know they're always trying to make it better for artists, and I think they have a great platform. So
Most
if
definitely.
you don't have a Bandcamp account, go straight over to Bandcamp, get your account, download this CD or buy the CD. You can get physical CDs still if you're a collector. Um, but right off the TRR webpage, I think it's trrstore.bandcamp.com. That's our store. So with I just want to welcome Khalid to the roster, to the family, to the collective, and congratulate him on a fantastic release. I don't have an applause button, but if I did, I will put it right there. And and I want to play a tune right away so people can hear the type of music. What do you want to play first?
let's play. A student is not a disciple.
This is original composition.
Yeah, it is a original composition.
What
Yeah,
would
most of the album, six out of the nine songs in the album are original compositions. And the other three aren't original compositions, they are standards, but they are pretty much rearranged. I try to like twist them and like do my own thing. So,
Is anyone featured on this
make
album?
my
I mean,
own.
on this track in particularly?
Huh?
Is anybody featured on this track in particularly?
Well, the first solo is by our pianist Gabriel Chacarji. He's a great piano player from Caracas, Venezuela, and he is playing the first solo. Then there is like a trumpet saxophone conversation going on between Kazem de George, another great musician. All of these guys are actually band leaders in their own right. And yeah, he's a future with me there in this track.
Great, great. And I just want to give two shout outs. One to Lydia Liebman. She's been working on this project with us. And also a shout out to Ed LaRose for his art design and cover work. So here we go. This is A Student Is Not a Disciple. I need to get some DJing lessons. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Khalid,
Yeah, what up,
I hear
man?
you. I hear what you're doing. It's like it. When I first heard it, the first thing I thought of was Duke Ellington. That the first thing when I was here, when I heard that when I
It's
first heard it.
definitely one of my heaviest
Boom, beep,
influences.
boom, beep, and then I was like, no, he's about to sample that. Somebody's gonna sample that. That's gonna come out with somebody's beat. Um, how old are you?
Me, I'm
Yeah.
29 now. Yeah.
29, old man. 29.
Yeah. I was 26 when I recorded that. We did it right before the pandemic.
We, when did we meet?
We met, man. I had just gotten here from Cuba. From everyone that doesn't know, or anyone that doesn't know, from Havana, Cuba. And I got here in 2014. So it was definitely within the first year of me here, because I
Oh
remember
wow.
we did this conga head video with Natalie Fernandez,
Yeah.
and it was like around, like, it was cold, so it was like January, I think, of 2015, and we had already all met, and like I had been to your place, and we had played, and so I definitely met you in, somewhere in 2014. So it's like, oof, almost 8 years. It's crazy how quickly we say it and it goes.
I know. I know. And I know who Zach is also. Is he the same age as you?
Zach is a year older than me.
Yeah, you guys are about the same age. I remember I did a record with Zach and his brother. He's called The Giant Peach. That was a while ago, and
Yep,
those cats are bad, man.
I know,
Shout out to
man.
the O'Farrell family. I got a
Yeah,
chance to meet Chico um, at NEC when he came and visited, and then Arturo there as well, and then later in New York, and then Arturo's always been sweet, man, with me. Like he
man,
had me
name.
come to sub in at Birdland and sit in. It's an amazing dude. So I have a connection with the whole family, and then their mother, super sweet. So like, yeah, man,
So
I know you're probably having a great time with Zach. Zach
yeah, oh
plays
yeah,
good all
always.
the time.
But you know, so that means that we've been connected even before meeting each other, because I met Arturo, Zach, and the whole family, Alison, everyone in Cuba, actually, when I was 16. I was a chamaquito, as Arturo always tell me, hey, you were a chamaquito. I was like, and I, man, since the first day we got really close. And Arturo brought me to New York. Basically, he helped me like getting the visa and all of that when I was in Cuba, and he helped me with the application for to go to Manhattan School of Music, and he gave me my first gigs here. I used to go play at Berlin like every Sunday
Nice.
with his band. So, and well, tonight I'm going to see Adam and Zach. They are playing at the Stone in the new school. So we are really close. And I love. Well, let's talk a little bit actually about the people in the band. If you guys want to do that.
Yeah, in fact, that was the next thing I was gonna ask. I'm sure Daryl's gonna ask the same question.
Beautiful.
tell, tell us
Good
about
point.
all of them, because so you have a core ensemble, and then there's
Uh-huh.
some guests. So why
Yeah.
don't you start with the core ensemble and then
Yeah.
expand?
Well, I try to be quick with each one, but tell like what I really think and what they are in the album. Um, I want to start with Kaz, actually. Kaz and I, Kazem de George, the saxophone player, we met in Cuba. He was studying there for a year. He got this scholarship, this grant from Harvard University. He was going to Harvard and NEC, doing a double major there. He's one of the smartest cats I know, not because he went to Harvard and studied neurobiology at the same time he was doing composition and performance. He's crazy, but because he's like one of these people that is really insightful about music and really open-minded. And anytime I meet people that have like a broad approach to music, I end up being really close to them musically, but also usually it gets to the personal realm too. because I think as musicians we all like get we all get like an insight of who are we as persons too. Then we started playing down there a lot, and like you know he was actually playing with my band in Cuba. Now that I remember, Kaz and I. And then I told you already about, like we were playing, I had a band down there, and when he moved there, he started playing with us. So we've been playing by now for like 10 years.
Wow.
And he's a great band leader. He's got an album out. He just got an album out last year, and like it's really good too. He's like a really rhythmic, but also melodic guy. He won't ever sacrifice melody and rhythm to try to impress anyone. And I love that,
Yeah.
It's, so yeah, it's one of my favorite cats in the scene right now. Then Gabriel, I already talked a little bit about him. Gabriel and I also met. He moved here about 6 months after I moved here because he went to new school, and we actually met on a salsa gig, but I could see that he could play salsa really well, all of the Latin stuff, the Cuban stuff, but also, man, he had some serious chops, and also he's really musical too. Again, that's one of the qualities I admire on people, that how to like, having chops, but being able to also be musical, to speak through your instrument. And he's a really sophisticated guy in that sense. Like, and he's got a lot of like ears. I love that about him. Bam, I met Bam when I have been here for a month. As a matter of fact, he was one of the first people I met in New York, and he's a really creative guy. I always feel like with him, I'm flying, because he will do a lot of crazy stuff within the beat. So it doesn't sound like a machine. You know what I'm saying? It's like it flows a lot. And Zach and him, they've been playing a lot together, and I love that kind of movement they give to the music, how they propel. I don't know my English. The band.
Where is he from?
And Bam Bam is from Venezuela too, like Gabriel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kaz is from Oakland, but Kaz has lived like all over the place. I think he was born in Texas, but then went to like Oakland really like when he was a kid. But he lived at some point in Japan and in Cuba and in Boston and in York. He's been all over the place. He's right now in Colombia playing. So he's a guy that travels a lot, and like and he was like 2 weeks ago in Jamaica. It's like literally always like traveling. His family is from Guyana and Jamaica, so it's like this like.
Yeah.
And then Zach, a dude from Brooklyn. So you can imagine like how much culture and how much history, and also like he comes from one of the most prestigious and most
innovative family.
He's got the cheat code.
He's got the cheat code.
Yeah, he's like Chico Farrell's grandson, and his dad is Arturo. His mom is a great teacher and classical piano player. I would say Western European classical music.
Yeah.
And then his brother is like one of my favorite cats too. Adam is like amazing trumpet player. And Zach is one of those people with the nicest attitude towards music, and towards playing. And he's always down to like try stuff and like to listen what you bring to the table, like what you gotta say, but then he enhances from that. He like takes it somewhere else.
You got that album? You got that album with Clark Terry and I think it's Donald Byrd. It's like trumpet to trumpet or something.
No,
it's like
I don't
number 2 to trumpet. You guys got to do one of those records.
Oh man, I want to do that with Adam. I've been telling him like we gotta record something together. And then Victor Pablo, he was the last addition to the band. When Zach actually was the one that convinced me to bring Victor, I always like, man, quintet, I like the way it is. It's like, yeah, man, but when you put those congas and like the percussion, the ensemble, the sound of the band is gonna like lock. Yeah. And man, Victor also like he's like the most responsible guy of the band. Even me, that I'm the band leader, I'm pretty responsible, of course. But he sometimes calls me at night and he'd be like, "Hey man, we got this and that data." Like he keeps me on my tracks, which is great. And but also he's really musical, and he's like, again, the same elements that we all have, the same characteristics of like being broad in his approach to music, and always down to learn. He's the kind of guy that if he doesn't know something, he will figure it out. He will be like, oh yeah, I don't know that genre maybe, or that rhythm, that pattern really well, but I figured it out. And next time he comes, he'll kill it, you know? So it's like a brotherhood, man. It doesn't feel like a real band. It's a band. And I think that's what it makes it a really real band, but also it's because we, off the band stage, we also like have this respect and love for each other. Now the guests, real quick. And I said I was gonna quick, but I never can be that quick.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Get it in there, because you got some good guests. I know some of these people.
Yeah, we got Arwan Ortiz, a great piano player from Cuba. He's from Santiago, actually. Yeah, Arwan is from Santiago, Cuba, one of the richest lands on earth in terms of like culture and music.
Indeed. That's right.
Like when people talk about Cuban music, I mean, they don't have to know this, but Cuba is a pretty big island. It's the biggest island of the Caribbean, and each zone, each area of Cuba has its own thing. Havana and Matanzas are one of the most important in the western part of the country. But if you go to the east, Santiago is the birthplace of son, and a lot of like subgenres and a lot of stuff comes from either from Santiago or the surrounding areas, and he's got all of that in his DNA, you know what I'm saying? His musical DNA, but also he's an explorer, and I love people that explore, people that have this exploration mindset, because I for me it's important to have a balance between playing the tradition and being able to play in a groove. And for me, there is nothing more important than playing within the groove. But also, like, you gotta explore. That's how we got into like go to the moon and like to find out about like microbes and like stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Because we have this innate quality as human beings of exploring, and he's got that. Then we also got Gina De Soto, which is a really pretty young vocalist from Havana. We met each other like around the same time I met Cass, actually 10 years ago. She's got a lot of talent. She's got a like really nice and sweet voice, and she's a really I would say like informed musician. She also like listens to a lot of music that are from all over the place, like from Brazilian music to R&B to Cuban stuff. So and last but not least, we got Jeremy Bosch, one of my favorite singers right now, one of my favorite voices also, like in New York. He sings in the album, but eventually would love to have him also playing flute with us. He's like a great flutist, composer, arranger, super charismatic guy. But also what I love about Jeremy is that he's so good at understanding traditions. Jeremy understands from Benny Moré to Ismael Rivera and Alain Perez, Isa Delgado, Hector Lavoe, like, he understands all of that. He understands how like the sound of like the Cuban singers, the Puerto Rican singers, how people sing and do it in New York. And then he's come out of it with his own voice, his own way of like of making and producing music. So for me, it was important to have him because I think he's like one of those cats that have this so much knowledge, but at the same time, life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the music, so
you have so many
much the guests.
Yeah, you have so many great guests. So many great guests. Each one of the tracks that they're on also bring so much to the track. So, I know Jeremy for a while when he came to New York, and he was just tearing it up ever since.
Oh yeah, I mean,
so I'm glad you guys were able to connect.
Oh yeah, no, I've recorded a lot of stuff for him and with him. We actually just played with Jason Villamar on Tash like this past Monday, like a few days ago. Yeah, it's like people are like family.
That's another
Honestly,
piano
all of
beast
these
right
people.
there.
That's for me the most important thing.
Most definitely. Man, this album's just killing, bro. It's like I'm happy for you. It's the debut is coming out, again on Bandcamp. So I hopefully everyone especially go to the Bandcamp so that my man can get 100% of those proceeds.
Yeah, guys, this thing is nice, but it is like it costs some money.
Oh man.
Pay the rent. New York is crazy, man. Oh my God, you guys don't live in New York anymore, right? Like in the city, right?
No.
Got it. So eventually, I might be doing the interview from like somewhere else too.
Oh
Not
yeah,
anytime soon, but damn, New
yeah.
York, man.
Yeah, man. Again, congrats! It's on the release, man. As we all know, that's just the beginning part. So I know you got some stuff lined up where we're going to be hearing the music live. Do you have any upcoming shows where people can check it out once they hear the music and then go check it out live afterwards?
Actually, yeah. Like right now, we have a CD release party or album release party at the
Mhm.
Django, which is a venue located in the Roxy Hotel downtown Manhattan.
Yeah,
I don't know if that is Soho or like
like
Tribeca. I
Tribeca.
think that's
Yeah,
Tribeca, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Nearby the World Trade Center too. I'm just giving all direct directions so people can like, okay, if they don't know one, they
No
will know the other
excuses.
one.
Yeah.
Exactly, no excuses. And basically, yeah, we have a show there on March 15th. From we got a set at 7 p.m. and then another one at 8:30.
Mhm.
And you are all invited to go. And we will play music from the album, but we also will play a lot of music because, as I said, we recorded that album pre-pandemic, and one of the reasons I didn't want to put it out during the pandemic, I thought that we were all dealing with like heavy stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I wanted to for people to be able to connect to the music and to be able to listen to the music for real. And sometimes it's good to give space to people too, and not be like, hey, listen to me. And so I didn't think that was the right time for it, but it was the right time to write a lot of music. So I wrote a lot of music that I will be putting out eventually too. Um, and then yeah, we have this concert. We will play all of this music, and then I always have like gigs here and there. Next week I'm playing with John Fadi's big band at Columbia University.
Nice.
And having like this tour that I'm scheduling in California, but that will be like in a few months. So yeah, stay tuned. You can always go to my Instagram. I'm pretty active these days.
Yeah.
Uh, it's called my name, just like Cali Rodriguez Peña, or you can find it as Cali Rodriguez Music too. Either
Yeah,
way
even
will work.
if you
Yeah.
Google it now, all the options will show up. But before you pick an option to buy a CD, I'm gonna try to convince people one more time. So what you got to do is go to this site right here. It's trrstore.bandcamp.com. And so this is our store. And it got some links here. That's an app. If you download the app, the Riff Music News, we're on that. It's a bunch of other labels, and we always put up new performances, and you can subscribe to Kali yourself and get everything that you basically anything you subscribe to, you get that information. If you don't subscribe to an artist or a genre, you don't get that info. So it's very personalized. It's a free music news app. And then click on this option, Kali's Mélange, and boom, the record's right there.
Bam.
So and then it puts you as a supporter. So we're going to play one more record as we fade out of this.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
real quick, Zakai, I just
I'm
wanted to
sorry.
add for those who are checking out on YouTube and want to go see Kali live at the Django. It's spelled DJANGO because I'm thinking maybe some people don't know how that's spelled. So
Indeed,
DJANGO.
Yeah.
indeed.
Also, I would just I just wanted to like say real quick that now for real, all kidding aside about the rent and all of that, when you guys buy the album, it is really appreciated, especially in these days, because it's getting crazier for a musician to make an album these days, because you gotta like mostly do it out of your pockets, and like that's a lot of work without getting to numbers. I mean, we don't need to do that, but that's a lot of time and work, and we do it with a lot of love. And one of the things that happened during the pandemic is that most people didn't have a way to get into shows. There weren't shows, honestly.
Mhm.
And I remember we started doing these stoop concerts in Brooklyn at Saks Stoops, and
Yeah.
people would come and really would appreciate the music, and they would really like they would really would tell us like, oh guys, you gave us like this moment of like solace and like and relief, because it's been so heavy, you know, especially like in the month coming right out of when New York was the epicenter for the pandemic. And I always think like, if music is this important to alleviate souls and to making people feel better about themselves and their lives, please also show some love to the musicians, you know, and so show some care and some love and some support. That's like really important for us, and it means the world for us. And not only that, it also makes us want to do more for you too. You know, it's a music, it's a communal experience. And I feel like helping a musician these days is helping the community. Arts are always highly valuable for kids, for the community to grow. As you know what I'm saying, it's like a really important things. And musicians, we need this support. And again, it will give us strength, and we will want to do more as we feel supported and appreciated.
Yeah. Drop your Amazon account, drop your Spotify account, get on, buy the records. No, I'm joking.
Exactly.
I got a few of those. I got a whole bunch. But at the same time, you know, he's absolutely right. It can't just be the artists supporting each other, but at the same time, no matter what happens, we're gonna do what we do. We're gonna do it. We've been doing it for years. We're gonna continue to do it. So, you know, I commend you, Kali. I know the record is fantastic. You did a fantastic job. The quality is on point. And another thing that you get out of the Bandcamp account is you get a booklet, and the booklet is has everything that he wrote, and wrote a lot of great stuff in there. And Arturo Farrell wrote the liner notes. I mean, it's beautiful. You can get the booklet and all that extra stuff. So, without further ado, I know we have one more cut to play, which is Se Acabó.
Se acabó, which is like
Tell us a
basically
little bit
that.
about it
Like,
before we press
that's
play.
it, guys.
And that's Jeremy, right? On this
Yeah,
one?
this is featuring Jeremy. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Have a good one. Thank you for joining us. Head over to Bandcamp, or just head over to your streaming network that you're already paying for, and add his to your playlist. Enjoy it. I know you're gonna like it. The music is fantastic, and just wait until you get to the end of this track.
mira pa'lante y la excusa mira para atrás.
Esto se acabó.
Qué fácil es conformarse, qué difícil es pensar.
Esto se acabó.
El racismo es el producto de la ignorancia total.
Esto se acabó.
Y la guerra el resultado de la soberbia y del mal.
Se acabó.
Que no se acabe el cariño, que no se acabe la paz.
Se acabó.
Que nunca falte el café del campo, el azúcar ni la
Se
sal.
acabó, mamá.
Que el que se fue no hace falta, hace